3, 2, 1. Boom. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Charles Taylor, and a year ago today, I purchased this MPC Live. I've been loving the workflow ever since. Workflow. What is it, and why do I hear so often about it? Well, it's a common term that music creators are throwing around, especially those people who are using drum machines, specifically in the MPC world. Having a better workflow, in fact, is the reason that I decided to get this MPC Live. I never really understood what people meant when they were using that term, though. So now that I do understand what it means, especially for me, I want to share that knowledge with you. So I'm going to be hosting an absolutely free workshop that's intended on defining this word, but also giving you a thoughtful perspective on how you can approach your own musical workflows, specifically when you're working in a DAW, the MPC Beats, or in standalone. Doesn't matter. So everybody does have a workflow, whether you understand this or not. It's actually your creative process itself. Our goal when we're analyzing our creative process should be to increase the efficiency of our personal workflow and have a highly effective workflow known as being in the zone. So how to best use your tools is the best approach of understanding how to get in the zone faster. All right, I haven't really said anything other than the obvious, so we should probably just get down to how this applies to the MPC. But first, we got to outline the stages of music production itself for those who are unfamiliar. There are actually 3 distinct stages to music producing, albeit, of course, with a lot of overlap, that showcase the process of creating music. Stage number 1 is the idea stage. Stage number 2 is the engineering stage, and stage 3 is sharing, or the final stage. I like to break down these terms this way. I do want to do it in further detail, but we're going to be here all day, and I want to keep this video as short as possible for you. So we're just going to do a simple word association with each of these stages. For example, stage 1, that idea stage, can be thought of as recording, sound design, beat making, programming, melody, chord progression, rhythm. All of those things are related to that first stage. Whereas the second stage, engineering, is more thought of as like mixing, layering, automation, dynamics, harmony, arrangement. Those are the kind of things you should be thinking about in the engineering stage. And the last stage is that like macro view that we want to look at. We want to do the last master, the last finishing tweaks to our sound, and then get it ready to release, publish, and promote. So this linear process on how the typical music creation takes place is what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on how the MPC can relate to each of those steps along the way. So in my free workshop that I'm going to host on Discord, we will walk through that typical process, describing each of the stages, and I'll be using this field recording that you're hearing in the background that I took earlier in the day, and we're going to build up from there. So bonus points if you have an idea of what I was doing during this field recording. If you want to see how this creation pans out, you can join the live workshop by filling out the form in the description down below. I will also be posting a recording of the workshop to my Discord server. So again, fill out the form. You can be a part of that for anybody who cannot make the event. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you there.